Welcome to Changing Lives. Now, on today's episode, we're going to be talking about inattentional blindness. Tanya, what is this?
Okay, so what happens is we've spoken a lot about going into the fight, flight, or freeze centers of the brain, the primal brain, operating from primal, etc., etc. Now, how many times has an opportunity gone past you because you simply didn't see it?
I can think of many a time that has actually happened to me.
So, I look at, let's say, being an eyewitness, and I question that so much because, there's those little memes going around where the shoes either look green or they look pink, or the dress is either gold, or I'm not sure what the other color is. I can only see them as blue shoes or greeny blue shoes and a gold dress. So we all see the world differently. Now, when you have inattentional blindness, it's very much like having blinkers on. And I'm going to explain it from a perspective of a child.
Okay.
So let's say, for example, there's a toy cupboard. And in that toy cupboard, there's a red beanbag, but it's quite prominently placed in the middle. And if there's a very strict parent or a teacher, and they say, quickly, 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 run, go get me the red beanbag, okay? The child will run, look. There's no red beanbag, right? Then you can go and show the child where it is because it exists. And they go, oh my goodness, I can't believe I missed it. Now that's happened to all of us at some point in our lives. You go, my goodness, I can't believe my keys were there. I didn't see them, right? Now, if we reframe that entire scenario and the parent or teacher goes quite calmly to the child and says, just take a slow walk into the toy room, and in the middle of the cupboard, you'll see a red beanbag. The child will walk in calmly and find the red beanbag. What do you think happened there? So what happened was that the child, in the first instance, was in their fight, flight, or freeze center of the brain, producing hormones that created what we call inattentional blindness, and they couldn't see what was right in front of them.
Okay.
It was a hormonal reaction to their ability to actually see. And there's a whole consortium of things that happens within the ocular spaces, etc. Now, if the child goes in from a calm perspective, they're operating from a different part of the brain. They're therefore sending out different hormones into their body. They're breathing normally, and they walk in from a space of calm, and they're actually able to see what's right in front of them.
Okay.
But it happens with all sorts of things. It's like not noticing opportunities to make money. So in COVID, people panicked. They started trying to hustle and do a whole bunch of different things, and they missed the opportunities that were right there for them to take. And I often find it quite interesting, if you go into a sales environment, for example, or into a leadership environment, let's lean into sales for a moment. Why is there always one top salesperson?
Because that one person who really looked out, to look for an opportunity where someone else could not see it existing at that point.
Exactly. Now, interesting anomaly also happens. You've got this person who's the top salesperson. They're flying. In fact, everything they touch turns to gold. Now, in an instant, that can change because someone might come in and go, yeah, that's not going to last very long. And if they don't believe in themselves, they go straight into the negative, create inattentional blindness, and they'll actually start self-sabotaging because they won't see what's right in front of them anymore. So it's really fascinating. There was a wonderful exercise that was done where they had two teams playing basketball. I forget who actually did the experiment. And the one team was dressed in white, and the one team was dressed in black. And they passed the ball, and you're asked in the groups to focus either on the team in white or to focus on the team in black. So what I've done in my exercises is I've made half the room focus on the team in white and how many times they pass the ball, and half the team focus on the group in black and how many times they pass the ball. Interestingly, regardless of which color you focus on, just because you're focusing on how many times the ball is passed and I'm making you focus on something else, everybody misses the moonwalking bear that walks across the screen.
Oh, wow.
Now, in a time of, for example, COVID, the entire world was made to focus on COVID. What opportunities did they miss?
And that's one of the things really that I loved about some of our guests that have come through so far, because they've really spoken about really seeing that gap, whether it being I cannot go to a shop in order to buy a dress, for example. How can I make it more accessible to the person in order to get it?
That's exactly right. That is a beautiful example. Thank you so much for being with me on the show.
uyafaka ungasabufa isinkwa